All right, this is number 67 out of chapter 4.1, page 266. In this problem, they ask us to rewrite something that is strictly in degrees, minutes, and seconds. And I'm going to put a little note here because I think it's pretty useful to understand that degrees, it's almost like thinking of things in hours, minutes, and seconds. So the first thing you need to do is identify, well, how many full degrees or how many hours total do we have? Well, in this example, we can see that we clearly have negative 345 degrees, and that's how many total degrees that we have, okay, or total hours we have. And then they tell us that we also have a fraction of an hour. So we have a piece of an hour. So it might be useful to actually think of it as if this entire thing is 1 hour, then we have 0.12, or we have kind of a sliver of that 1 hour. So we can't write it in degrees because we don't have the hours, or again, I'm kind of using that as a synonym for degrees. Okay? We don't have enough to do another full degree. So we're going to have to go to the next biggest unit of measure, which is minutes. Now, I know that 1 hour, or 1 degree, is equal to 60 minutes. So now I'm going to go ahead and find out what piece of 1 hour or 60 minutes I have. Well, I have 0.12 of that piece. So I'm going to add 0.12 of 1 hour, 1 degree, or 60 minutes. Okay? And that will give me the next piece of my puzzle. Okay? Now I'm going to go ahead and rewrite that I do have negative 345 degrees plus, well, 0.12 times 6. I'm just going to do a little scratch over here. And we get 72, so we get 0.12 times 60, so I add that there, and we get 7.2 in this particular case. So now I know I have 7.2 minutes. Well, that means I have 7 whole minutes and then a fraction of a minute. So I can do the same thing here. In the end, that means that I have negative 345 degrees plus I have an additional 7 minutes, 7 total minutes, and then I have a fraction of the next piece of, or a fraction of a minute. So if this is equal to 1 minute, then I have a piece of it, and that piece is a little bigger than before. But I know that 1 minute, the next biggest unit, would be 60 seconds. So I want to know what piece of 60 seconds this is. So I'm going to add 0.2, so 0.2 of 1 minute, or 60 seconds. Okay? And we could also just use the seconds units there. Now, if you multiply that out, what we're going to find is we have negative 345 degrees. We have 7 full minutes. And lastly, if you multiply this out, you'll find that you have 12 seconds.